A good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Mikal Bridges.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The guard pair, it's Giddey and Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams is out there with Hayward, and it's Holmgren in at the center. And looking at the Nets, Bridges out there with Thomas. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Johnson, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Well, we know, Greg, trade talks have increased as we get closer to the deadline. So how does it affect the player when their name is mentioned in trade rumors?
Listen, it can rattle your confidence, and especially the first time it happens. But, Kevin, it's important to remember that it's all business, and guys just can't take it personally.
Williams passes to Hayward. Williams has a screen for Hayward. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win.
When they say don't give your opponent confidence, this is what they mean. They were allowed to hang around, and by the end, they were the team that believed in themselves.
Now, here's Johnson. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson finds Thomas. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Here's Hayward. And that comes off the assist by Giddey.
A scrawny kid coming into the league. Hayward has added more muscle, and I think it helps him on these physical finishes.
Brooklyn with the ball. Thomas deciding where to go with it. It's tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander against Thomas. Here's Holmgren. Off target with the jump hook.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. The Thunder have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Giddey. Passes it to Hayward. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first 3 from the floor.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
And Giddey gets it to go.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Thomas with the ball. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. In regard to the Thunder, they had to go through, Greg, a rebuilding process not too long ago.
Yeah, it was a tough couple years, but they had a plan in place and did it the right way. They made some smart signings and created a very balanced roster.
Holmgren can't hit. Brooklyn trailing. Now here's Thomas. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. Down low. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And Hayward got the stuff.
And using his underrated athleticism, Hayward is no stranger to throwing it down.
Thomas against Hayward. Thomas passes to Bridges. Right side Thomas. And Hayward with the block. Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the Nets decide to take their first timeout here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
With the All-Star game almost here, let's see how the West is shaping up. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season.
Checking out Oklahoma City. They've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
And the Nets with possession here. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Giddey against Thomas. And there's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A fadeaway, and there's another one for the Thunder.
That's a funky distance for a jumper. SGA making it look routine.
Pass to Johnson. Bridges with it. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And he makes the 8-footer.
It seems like Bridges' confidence just grows every year, taking it right to the defender.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 29 points for him last game against Atlanta. Over in the corner, Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Nets trail by 7. Now Thomas. No scoring in this one. Bridges a screen on Giddey. 5 to shoot. Thomas's shot is off.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Bridges with the steal. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Looking at Oklahoma City, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hawks.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
Bridges for 3. Thunder with the rebound.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
And while we see a number of players get hurt during the season, Richard, Mikal Bridges has remained very durable.
He's just an old school player. That's what they used to do. If you were healthy, you played in every single game, and he's found ways to stay healthy.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And with this break, let's bring up the list of the dominant rookie rebounders in the NBA this season. second, Chet Holmgren.
And, you know, rebounding was a skill that I thought would translate to the NBA for him. We knew he could board with the best of them, and he has not disappointed.
Here's Thomas. Still without a basket. Shot to stop the run. Here's Claxton. From down in the low post, it goes.
He's good enough where it takes a lot to bother him at the rim like that.
The Thunder leading by 9. And here is Giddey. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Great. Isn't it amazing the way Gilgeous-Alexander has polished off his game?
The footwork, Kevin, is impeccable. 3-level scorer, makes every shot imaginable. And what's scary, this guy still has another level to get to.
And he knocks down the first one.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
Now, here's Thomas. Nothing on the board.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Giddey the pass to Holmgren. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Holmgren kicks to Giddey. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
The 11-footer. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Giddey with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Giddey, no good.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And here is Thomas after the three-pointer from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot goes in.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Giddey against Thomas. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Thomas. Giddey had a hand on it.
Got to be careful shooting with Bridges roaming nearby because he's good at coming up with rejections.
Thomas against Gilgeous-Alexander. From the high post. Bridges finds Finney-Smith. The Nets need to get a shot off here. A 3 from Thomas. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Now here's Johnson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Rockets in Houston. Williams comes with a double team. Thomas gets a wide open look, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Thomas got his second basket of the night. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 9-point game. Pass to Holmgren. Right block shot. Williams trying to break free. Holmgren can't hit.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Claxton with it. He's guarded by Williams, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And Bridges refusing to settle for the layup, locked in on throwing it down.
Here's Giddey, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Williams has a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. He dishes it to Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. Nets trail by 9. It's Thomas on the wing. Claxton the pass to Thomas. Clock at 6. Back to Claxton. Dishes it to Thomas. Over Giddey. It's tipped.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Williams for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That'll be his second foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Keita Bates-Diop's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Walker comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Thomas. Pokusevski's checked in for Oklahoma City. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Let's take a look at the numbers for Josh Giddey.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Trendon Watford comes in for Johnson. And it's Bridges in for Lonnie Walker. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Dort, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. Now, here's Dort. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Williams for 3, hits the three-point bomb. Williams has got 6.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
It's the Nets now, down by 12. Simmons looking it over. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And despite the KD-Kyrie era fizzling out, Richard, you saw this firsthand, Brooklyn proved they are a destination franchise.
Yeah, just getting KD and getting Kyrie to sign was a win for the Nets. It proved that all stars will go to Brooklyn. Now it's about finding the right stars.
That's good from Simmons.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
And Simmons drops them both. Oklahoma City leading by 10. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Pokusevski. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Schroeder with the ball. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Oklahoma City has gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Williams for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Williams has got 9.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside, Simmons. There's a screen. Schroeder outside, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And so it's Oklahoma City looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Pokusevski is out there with Williams. Then it's Lou Dort. Then it's Williams. And it's Joe in at the point.
This demonstrates how confident Bridges has become. Knows he has a green light to fire away.
It's deflected. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Joe passes to Williams. And then Williams slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Nets trail by 13. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Bridges shot. Good.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Oklahoma City's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Now here's Williams. He's got 11. Now Pokusevski. Shot clock at 6. The three-pointer is right on target. 14 points for Williams.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Josh Giddey is very capable off the dribble, and at 6'8", he's starting to use his size to finish. Coach Mark Daigneault said he's definitely physical. Before, he was just trying to shoot over people, but now he's taking up space, using his size and strength. He's getting a lot more around the basket. Kevin?
Yeah, he is getting into him. D.A., thank you. Bridges shot. Good. Well, you've heard people say it's a make-or-miss league. Does that hold true?
It seems so, right? Shooting percentages correlate more with winning than possession stats like turnovers or offensive rebounds. It's clear shot making has never been more valuable, but the ability to disrupt rhythm still plays a big role.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 11-point game. Outside, Simmons. Brooklyn making some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Trendon Watford. And Thomas subbed in for Keita Bates-Diop. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Hayward's checked in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's blocked. It's Dort on the wing. The dish now to Williams. Hayward passes to Dort. The kick out to Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Nets trail by 11. Bridges outside. Schroeder passes to Simmons. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
A physical presence. Simmons is 6'11", nearly 250 pounds. He can easily absorb the hit.
Now here's Williams. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Dort, wide open, sinks the three-pointer. Dort's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside, Simmons. Picked by Finney-Smith. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Thursday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
That free throw, no good. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Giddey's checked in. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Passes it to Pokusevski. Inside, here's Hayward. Banked in off the glass. Hayward's got 6.
Just a little quicker than the defense. Hayward demonstrating how to score when under duress.
Nets trail by 14. And here's Schroeder. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
Giddey the pass to Pokusevski. Now the pass to Hayward. Bridges with it. Defended by Giddey. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
The Thunder leading by 10. Here's Giddey. Hayward a screen on Schroeder. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Ben Simmons. The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Simmons. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Dort. And both free throws good for Giddey. It's the Nets now, down by 12. Outside Thomas, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You got to blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Oklahoma City leading by 12. Giddey with it. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bridges outside. And the foul on Pokusevski. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
From deep, Thomas. The Thunder pull it in. Hayward's got 5 rebounds tonight. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
The Thunder have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Here's Schroeder. Pick by Bridges. Schroeder with the ball. Williams picks him up. Now Finney-Smith. Still scoreless. Clock is at 3. Back to Bridges. Can't hit that one. Nice defense from Giddey. Here's Hayward, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Putting defenders in tough spots is a trait of Hayward's game. I mean, he gets his man on the back foot and forces him to either foul or give up the easy one.
And the first one drops.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Dort's checked in. Hayward hits them both.
And how about the winning mindset Hayward brings to this team? He's done it at every level, just goes out and competes.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 5. Here's Pokusevski.
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That one is off. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the Nets. Second free throw, no good. We've seen players criticized for skipping their media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, you know, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So, for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after Ben Simmons' bucket. There's a good screen. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Pokusevski.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
I consider Mikal Bridges a high motor player. He's always ready to turn up his energy if he thinks it will help him get the better of you.
Now here's Thomas. 5 points in the game. Pass to Johnson. And here is Bridges. Simmons, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the shot clock. Bridges finds Simmons. He goes up again, and he lays it up and in. Simmons got 12 points in the game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Mikal Bridges. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls. And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Hayward. Averaging 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Right wing. Giddey against Schroeder. Back to Finney-Smith. Johnson, a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Look at the release from Johnson, getting that shot off before the defenders can close out.
Giddey against Schroeder. Hayward with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it. Good job in the low post. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Nets trail by 13. Pass to Finney-Smith. Kicks it to Schroeder. Passes to Thomas. Nets passing it around. Johnson for 3. Pokusevski grabs the miss. Pokusevski's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And one thing about Cam Johnson, his shooting mechanics are elite.
We already know that he shoots a high percentage from 3, but he also has the height to shoot over people from out there, and that adds to the confidence. How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
The Thunder leading by 11. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hayward. To the inside. Here's Giddey. The shot off that time. Brooklyn's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. The Nets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
The Nets making a switch here. Bridges checks in. Holmgren, he's checked in for the Thunder. Williams comes in for Josh Giddey. He hits the second from the line. The Thunder leading by 10. Hayward outside. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. A pass to Hayward. And stolen by Simmons. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Bridges. Johnson's got it back down to single digits for the Nets. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 17 points was their biggest margin. Hayward kicks to Williams. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. The Thunder have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And that one falls for Williams. Nets trail by 11. And here is Thomas. He has 5. Here's Finney-Smith. Bridges outside. Back to Finney-Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The pass to Johnson. Takes a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 11. He dishes it to Hayward. Pass to Holmgren. And stolen by Simmons. Outside for Thomas. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Thomas. Simmons with it. He's got 13. Finney-Smith passes to Bridges. His three-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Dort off the drive. Back to Hayward. Outside, Dort. Hayward a screen on Bridges. Here's Dort. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. Nets trail by 13. Bridges inside. Defended by Dort. Bridges misses. Here's Williams. Comes up empty down low.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Holmgren against Simmons. To the middle. Bridges misses. The Thunder leading by 13. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Dort. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Some physicality there from Lou. Pushing past the contact and into the shot.
Thomas against Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the defensive 3-second call. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. And so he hits the technical free throw. Schroeder looking over the floor. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Both shots good from the stripe. So it's the Thunder now. Here's Hayward. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists now in the game. And so it's Oklahoma City sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
Taking a look here at the Thunder, a bit of a downward trend for them. Still a lot of games to play, but I don't see too much cause for concern.
Yeah, but they got to flip the switch if they want a chance at home court in the postseason.
And looking at the first half we just watched, wow, what a performance for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Their long-range game is dialed in, and that's despite the defense's best efforts. It's pretty impressive, even by today's standards.
Yeah, hard to beat a team that's hitting a high volume of threes, that's for sure. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Bridges. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. So that's the Nets 5. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Now Giddey. Hayward a screen on Thomas. High arcing shot, and Hayward is right there. Hayward's got 12 in the game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Lets it go from 11. Claxton the pass to Thomas. Nails the baby hook. 7 points in the game.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
Here's Giddey. After the basket by Brooklyn. And Thomas with the block. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the OKC Thunder is still building, but is it fast enough for their all-star guard, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? SGA says, I think we're going to be a really good team a lot sooner than people think. So it's pretty easy for me to be patient. I see the growth every day, and I'm super excited about it. Kevin?
And we see it too. Hey, David, thank you. Now, here's Bridges. 13 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Thomas passes to Claxton. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And with his length, it's easy to see why Holmgren's such an effective shot blocker.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Back to Bridges. Outside for Thomas. From the arc. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Outside Williams. Back to Giddey. Three-pointer. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Giddey's got his second basket of the night.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Timeout.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
Timeout called, the Nets. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Let's take a look at numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging 32 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
High post, Johnson working on Williams. Looking to get back on track here. Thomas, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. To the paint, here's Bridges. No good on that one. Nice defense from Giddey. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it'll be his fourth time going to the free throw line in the game. Simmons checked in for the Nets.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Nets trail by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Simmons sets a screen for Thomas to stop the run. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Nets trail by 20. Now, here's Thomas. 7 points in the game. Here's Bridges. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Bridges has got 15.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Bridges. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Drills it from outside. Williams has got 22.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Thomas. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Oklahoma City.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also, the mid-range game has been working as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan, and boy, are they being rewarded for it.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Thomas. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Giddey with the screen on Bridges. And Gilgeous-Alexander. Here we go.
And even if Gilgeous-Alexander isn't the fastest guy out there, he stays in balance. It helps him to be effective on his drives.
And here is Simmons. He's got 13. Thomas up top. Giddey defending. Gilgeous-Alexander against Bridges. He gets it in there.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Passes it to Holmgren. Back to Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. And the three off target.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Just popping up to the hoop. Holmgren with size on his side.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that game is the second of two straight at home. And it's Bridges at the elbow. Outside for Thomas. Fires the three. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And Williams, here we go. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Bridges passes to Thomas. Kick by Bridges. Thomas against Giddey. Thomas kicks to Finney-Smith. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Greg, we were just talking about Chet Holmgren, and he's a lot tougher, I think, than his frame might indicate.
Physically and mentally, he does not back down. In fact, he's often the one who initiates contact. You think you're going to bully him, he's going to try to bully you.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Simmons. He's got 13. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Mikal Bridges. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Schroeder finds Finney-Smith. Oh, the lob for Simmons, and stolen by Williams. Here's Giddey. Lays it up off the glass. Giddey's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Thomas dishes to Schroeder. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
Nice pass by Cam Johnson, keeping his eyes up, letting things unfold.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 25 points in the game. He kicks it to Williams. Williams sets a screen for Giddey. Shoots over Schroeder, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Johnson with a screen on Giddey. Schroeder passes to Johnson. Outside, Simmons. Kicks it out to Johnson. Thomas outside. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
The pass to Holmgren. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Tipped away and stolen by Simmons. Feeds it to Johnson. The shot, no good. Good D by Williams.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Schroeder against Giddey. Here's Holmgren. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Schroeder outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. Johnson outside. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. Johnson's got 8 points.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A beautiful reverse layup.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Holmgren against Simmons. Williams with the steal. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Net shooting about 42% so far. Outside, Simmons. From deep, Thomas. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Giddey with it. He's got 13. Holmgren kicks to Giddey. Holmgren with a screen on Thomas. Holmgren can't hit.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
A minute 20 left to play in the third. Williams with the steal. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Stolen by Thomas. Here's Simmons. And the rejection by Holmgren. Williams against Johnson. Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Holmgren. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the assertiveness inside from Holmgren, daring the D to get physical with him.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Holmgren.
And Holmgren is such a talented player, a lengthy, wily big man who's still growing into his frame.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Trendon Watford's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Keita Bates-Diop comes in for Johnson. And it's Bridges in for Cameron Thomas. Then for the Thunder, Hayward comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in for Josh Giddey. Now here's Simmons. 13 points in the game. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Holmgren.
Love to see this commitment from Simmons, taking it to the defense on the inside.
And the Thunder making a change here. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And stolen by Simmons. Trips down the breakaway slam.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition. So good at getting steals.
Oklahoma City's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Bridges against Dort. The Thunder with another miss.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And Simmons kicks to Bridges. Out to the right wing. Here's Schroeder. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Williams. Bo Kuszewski is out there with Williams. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Joe in at the 1 spot. Bridges misses.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
It's stolen by Schroeder. In transition, here come the Nets. Pull-up jumper. Simmons can't get it to go. The Thunder shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Here's Joe. He's guarded by Schroeder. Pokusevski, the pass to Dort. Shot clock at 5. On target from 13 feet. Dort's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Thunder.
The mid-range jumper from Dort, giving the defense a little wrinkle.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Simmons inside. Defended by Pokusevski.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Here's Joe. Williams sets a screen for Dort. The 17-footer. Keeps it alive, and Dort stays with it.
Such a gutsy competitor. Dort crashing the boards and looking unafraid to get physical.
Now here's Simmons. Defended by Pokusevski. Bridges shot. Good.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Over in the corner, Williams. Now Schroeder. And you think about the All-Star game last year, Greg, some concern about the lack of competition. It worries me. Does it worry you?
Kevin, it's not ideal. I think it's worth asking what could give the players more incentive to win, whether that's money or something else we can think of.
Outside Williams. To the middle. Here's Pokusevski. And no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. Dishes it to Schroeder. Back to Simmons. Pokusevski grabs the miss. Pokusevski's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Williams with a clean look. Good on the three-point shot.
And it's encouraging to see Dort drop dimes like that, wanting to round out this part of his game.
Here's Schroeder. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Out to Bridges. Watford passes to Schroeder. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Dort finds Williams. Pokusevski up top. Floats one. Simmons with the defensive effort.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
We have certainly seen some great MVP races the last few years, Richard. Are you satisfied with how the MVP is chosen?
Yeah, Kev, I was happy with it. At the end of the day, there's always going to be at least 2 or 3 other guys that have a legitimate MVP case. So, this year might have been a close one, but next year it might go to the next guy.
And so here is Oklahoma City after Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Pokusevski with the ball. Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Schroeder passes to Bates Diop. Pass to Bridges. Nice defense from Dort. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Outside Williams. And the pass to Joe. Back to Williams. Pass to Williams. Rebound, Brooklyn. Watford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. The Thunder shooting it well here in the 4th quarter. 50%. Here's Joe. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Bridges. Shoots over Dort. Nice defense from Dort. The Thunder have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Joe passes to Pokusevski. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
Here's Bates Diop. Out to the wing. Here's Watford. Drills the three-pointer. Watford's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Watford's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Joe passes to Pokusevski. Down low. Joe, good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Schroeder. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Hey, how about that? Simmons stays strong and gets the and-one chance.
So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Trendon Watford. Johnson comes in for Keita Bates-Diop. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Dennis Schroeder. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Waters is checked in. Well, Thunder have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Back to Williams. Passes it to Dort. To the left side wing. Here's Joe. And the 3 ball is good. Joe's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Thunder have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Well, players certainly have become comfortable, Richard, asking for trades. Has it become too commonplace?
It doesn't happen too much in general. I just think a lot of times it's the stars, and so it becomes a lot bigger. So if we're going to say players, make sure we point out the stars. But loyalty is a two-way street. I remember Blake Griffin signing a 5-year contract with the Clippers, and the next thing you know, he was traded. Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Waters passes to Joe. There's the pass to Pokusevski. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Just nobody stopping Bridges from finishing the break. He's just too much.
Thunder have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Joe passes to Pokusevski. Outside, Dort. Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Pokusevski. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Back to Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
At 6'10", Simmons sees the entire floor at all times.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside Williams. Pass to Dort. Unable to get that one. Bridges with some nice defense. Simmons passes to Thomas. Simmons sets a screen for Thomas. A floater. That's tipped. Here's Waters. Defended by Bridges. Outside Williams. Pass to Pokusevski. And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
Simmons against Williams. Now here's Simmons. He's guarded closely. Bridges outside. Back to Simmons. And that one is hammered home.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Oklahoma City.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Steals are almost a forgotten stat. We don't talk about them a ton, but he's been huge in that category.
Jang, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Just 5 on the clock. Bridges outside.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Johnson against Jang. Outside for Simmons. Here's Claxton. Powered down with both hands.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the bucket by the Nets. Passes it to Dort. The pass to Joe. 5 on the clock. Count it.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Now here's Simmons. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Shai. Balanced scoring for you all tonight. What is working offensively?
Yeah, we're just trusting each other, playing for each other, doing the sets that Coach has us doing, and really just being unselfish. When you do those things like that happen.
It was a great performance all around tonight. Congrats on the win again. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.